As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives changed from whatever,
Hey,
hey!
this ain't a musical and you got the wrong pitch. Plus, you ain't a senior no more, you a college freshman. Move on. Well, we put a lot of time into this Pitch Perfect theme, so trust and believe you will be hearing from us. College is amazing, but not perfect. And if you brought into any of those pitches in the movies or on the brochures, they will make you miserable. And you'll swear that something is wrong with you. So here are 10 realistic tips that will help you make it the best 4 years of your life. One. Number 1, forget. Yes. Forget high school. When everybody leaves, you're all alone, and you're gonna think back about how great high school was and all of your high school friends. But those thoughts are not real. You're probably only remembering the last 2 years of high school. You're forgetting the first day of high school when you felt awkward and you felt lost and you had to find new friends. You're just remembering the great part at the end. And if you stick with it, if you press through the awkwardness of the beginning of college, I promise you the end of college is going to be great too. Get high school. Don't sit there thinking about all the friends that you miss and making yourself miserable. Go to every single orientation, meet as many people as you can, just live in the moment. College is a totally different ball. Number 2 on our forget list, forget your phone. Now, not literally you need your phone, but I mean, like, you know how you're standing someplace and you feel that awkwardness where you're like, I don't have anybody to talk to and I'm not gonna stand here just looking around. So then you pick up your phone and just start diddling around with your phone. Well, put the phone down, make eye contact with somebody else, because there's somebody else who's also feeling a little awkward and lost, and that could be a great connection you make right then and there. Look around and see if you notice somebody else who's looking for something and you could be help to them, or look around for somebody who needs help. It's a lot easier to meet people when you're looking around. So wander around the campus when you first get there, explore everywhere. It's a lot easier to find out where things are when there's no pressure of actually having to show up on time. So just make yourself as familiar with the campus as you can and just get out there. Number 3 on our forget list, forget your home. Now, I know you're like, wait, you already received advice. I know somebody already told you, don't forget who you are. Don't forget where you came from. But I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, resist the urge to go running home that first weekend when you don't know what to do with yourself or what to do. Stay. Get out there and meet the other people who are feeling the exact same way that you are feeling. Because if you run home, all those people who are also feeling like, I don't know what to do, are going to meet each other, and then they're going to become friends and you're going to be left out. And that's only going to make it worse. So stay, make friends, meet people, press again through the awkwardness, and it'll get better. I promise you it'll get better, and then you can go home and tell your friends and family about your great experience. Which brings me to number 2. Embrace the discomfort, embrace the suckiness of it all. Just know that nobody is as happy as those people on those brochures 24/7. Everybody has their moments when they feel down, and so are you. You're gonna have those moments, and it's okay. It's perfectly normal. It's okay if your roommate isn't your best friend. It's okay if you and your friends don't discover your favorite hangout spot until year 2. You're gonna make mistakes. You're going to embarrass yourself. There are gonna be moments when you are profoundly disappointed. It is all part of the human experience. Your life does not suck. Just having a bad day. Like everyone else. Think of it as part of your story. Let it unfold naturally and enjoy the ride without expecting perfection. 3. Number 3, stay open. Like literally, leave your door open, turn on some music that you like, play a movie that you like, pop some popcorn, and who knows, somebody may wander by and that smells good, or I love that song, and you can make friends. And you can also just get out there yourself. Go walk through the halls, be really nosy and overhear conversations, and jump in and start talking to other people who have their doors open or who are hanging out in the hall. Stay open. And in the words of Shakira, try everything. Well, obviously not sketchy things, but I mean like get out of your comfort zone and join as many clubs as it takes to find the one that you love. Hang out with lots of people who are completely different from you, who look like nothing like your old friends. It'll make life exciting and interesting, and you'll be challenged to stretch, grow, and try to find the most eclectic group of friends that you can. College is all about developing and growing. And the only way that you can do that is if you give yourself the space to do that. Stay open. 4, plan to graduate. Yeah, I know that sounds completely stupid, but do you know how many people start college and then don't finish because they didn't realize they needed another class, or they finish late, or they run out of money? Number one, make a budget, stick with it. And don't let those credit card people who are trying to like give you a teddy bear for a credit card throw you off track and mess up your credit before you graduate. Like, stick with your budget. And also don't forget to file your FAFSA every single year. It's not just a senior year thing in high school. You have to update it every single year. And the second part of planning to graduate is sit down and actually make a plan. You can sit down with an advisor, or if you don't have an advisor, you can sit down with yourself, open up the course catalog, see, all right, how many credits do I need to graduate? What classes do I need for my major? What are the prerequisites for those classes? What order do I need to take them in? Which classes are harder? Which ones are easiest? How can I create a balanced schedule? How can I pick up my classes so that I'm not waking up way too early, or having classes way too late if I'm a morning person? Like, just figure out what works best for you. Oh, and a note about that morning stuff. I know you might think that you're a morning person, but be careful about those 8 a.m. classes. Think of it this way. When it's New Year's Day, do you wake up early if you just had a great time on New Year's Eve? Do you still wake up early? If you still wake up early, then go ahead, take that 8 a.m. class. But if you don't, then you might want to shift that down to maybe 9 o'clock, 10, something like that. You also want to balance out how many credits you're taking each semester, because it may not work out to be where you take 12 credits every semester. You might need to take 18. You might need to take a summer session. Plan that out in advance so that you don't have any surprises. And if you feel torn between two majors, take the overlapping classes so that way you don't take classes that you don't need when you finally make a decision, and then you paid for classes that you can't use. And take advantage of opportunities to audit classes where you just get to sit in there and just listen and learn without actually participating for a grade. And because you planned out your classes, that means you'll be ready to register early. Like, you know how people line up for the newest pair of sneakers, or if there's a new iPhone coming out and people line out and like camp out to be able to get it? Well, take registering for classes that seriously, because if you need a class a particular semester and you get in there late and it's full, that's messing with your plan. So you want to be there early to register so that you can make sure you get every single class that you want. And if you take a class and it turns out that it's less interesting than you thought it would be, or it's more work than you can take on with your other classes, don't be afraid to withdraw. As long as you do it within the withdrawal period so that you don't get charged, there's nothing wrong with dropping a class. There's no shame. There's nothing wrong with dropping a class if you need to.
Five.
Number 5, a lot of times when we think about going to college, we know that when we're finished, we're going to be changed, but somehow the process of making little changes along the way feels really intimidating or even impossible sometimes. And so I just wanted to tell you that it's okay. You can change anything that you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. You can change your mind about the person that you want to be, the people that you want to be with. You can change your friends. You can change your grades. You can advocate for yourself if you think that your grades should have been different. Yes, you can have a conversation and appeal that grade. You can change your roommate. You can change your advisor. You can change your professor. You can change your major. You can even change your school. Don't get stuck in miserable silence. If something is bothering you, say something to someone. There are a host of people that you can go to. You are never, ever alone there. You can go to the health clinic. You can see your resident advisor. You can see the dean. You can see the department chair. You can see your professor. You can go to student support services for tutoring. You can go for counseling services. You can get tech support if your computer is acting up. And you can go to the career office for internships and resume help. There is always someone who can help you with whatever it is that you need. You don't have to leave anything the same. You don't have to be afraid to change anything. You can change anything you want.
6, 6, 6, 6, 6.
Number 6 would be mentors. get some. Now, all your professors are going to have mandatory office hours, which means they're basically sitting in their office bored, hoping somebody stops by. So you are not inconveniencing them if you come and see them. They're there for everyone. If you're having problems, stop by and see them. It's going to mean a lot to them to be able to help you to succeed. You'll actually probably form some sort of nice bond there. Also, if you're doing well in class, because you've been seeing them already, then it's your opportunity to form a relationship with them where you can give them feedback on things that you found that were interesting in class. You can ask them about their life, ask them to give you suggestions on your life path. Ask if they know about any opportunities that are available for students. They might know about conferences or a job opportunity or study abroad opportunities or a research opportunity, even a scholarship. The more you get to know them, the more the information that they have gets funneled over to you. Also, if you have a good relationship with them, save their contact information because you can use that contact information should you ever need a reference for a job, or if you decide to apply for graduate school and you need letters of recommendation. And your mentors don't just have to be your professors. You can use upperclassmen as your mentors as well. So join the club for your major, and then you'll be able to interact with upperclassmen who can give you advice about different classes, about which professors to take, about how to approach certain assignments, or how to study for a particular exam. It's a great opportunity to have mentors at all different levels.
7.
Number 7, stay healthy. Protect yourself. You have a right to do what's necessary to keep yourself centered and whole. You can say no to whatever it is that you want to say no to. You can set boundaries. You can do whatever you need to do to stay being who you are. Your health is important. It's the key to everything else that you want in your life. If you're not healthy, you can't do the things that you want to do. So whether it's overeating or your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, your relational health, all of that is important. And you have a right to say no. You have a right to do whatever is necessary to protect that. There may be already things in your life that help you to stay balanced and just feed your soul and make you feel happy. If you don't know what those things are, now's a great time to look into that before you have the pressures of other people's opinions and other people living on top of you in college. Right now, when you think of those things, don't feel like those are things that you're going to leave behind when you get to college. So whether you have a regular devotional time or whether you always go to temple or church or mosque every weekend and that feeds your soul, keep doing that. If you are a person who regularly works out and you feel great because you do that, keep doing that. Don't let go of the routines and rituals that you normally do that make you feel good. Stay healthy.
8.
Number 8. Some people would call it time management, but I don't really believe in time management because time just does what it wants to do. So the only thing that we can actually manage is ourselves. So self-management, let's say. There's always something unplanned that comes up. So the best that we can do is to do our best. If you're always one step ahead, like you read ahead of time, you do your assignments so that you're finished with them before the actual deadline, you're always one step ahead. If something goes wrong, then you're just on time instead of late. So plan your life and your activities around your syllabus. Find a perfect place to study outside of your room and read between classes too to maximize your time.
9.
Number 9, if you have to have a job while you're working in college, try to see if it's a job that has transferable skills to the job that you ultimately want to have when you're finished with college. And if you can't do that, then at least try to find a job where you can study and do your homework. Kind of job where like you're at a gym and people are signing in and you can do your homework while they sign in. Or you're in the library and you work behind the counter, and if nobody's coming up, they say it's okay for you to like read and study. A job like that. And if you don't have a job during the semester, then use every break that you can to gain some sort of experience that's going to lead to your career. Because you don't want to just graduate in senior year and all you can say is, I graduated. There's going to be somebody out there who's like, yeah, I had this internship and I worked at this job, and that's going to be your competition. So get some experience under your belt.
10.
Number 10. Do not, I repeat, do not buy the textbook assigned to you from the bookstore until you have checked your syllabus. Sometimes they put these textbooks on and you only need like a chapter of it. Don't waste your money. You can instead check your syllabus, see how often you need to use the textbook. You might be able to get it from the library. You might be able to buy it online. You might be able to buy it used. You might be able to borrow it from someone. Just check before you spend your coins. So there you have it. 10 things that they may not talk about in the movies, but there are 10 things that will help you to have an amazing college experience starting in freshman year. So that's enough info for you to take your next step this week. And remember, you do not have to have it all together today. Life is a journey and I'm here with you. So subscribe, click that notification bell so you'll be notified the next time a new video is posted helping you take your next step. Thanks so much for watching Journey with Jordana. I'll see you soon.